DJ X Tech coming to you. DJ X Tech's 1's and 2's Underground. Today, guest from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are sitting here with Jsa. Jsa, what's going on, Sa?
Hey, what's going on with you,
Oh,
man?
man.
Out here holding it down out here in this heat.
Doing the same over here. Trust me, man. I've been peeling off the sunburn from fishing last weekend, but
Yeah, man, I hear you.
so, how dare you, sir? How dare you? You're pushing out bangers. You got absolutely no social media. How is anyone to find you, man?
You know what? The only way they're gonna be able to find me is through Blast. I'm not, to be honest with you, not too much a big fan of social media. Um, it can get a little messy sometimes. I just rather stay away from all that. But Blast, they've been able to get me out here, get heard. Get this interview with you as well. So it's been going pretty good. So we'll see. I just started, and Blast opened up on the first. I'm here doing the interview with you now. We're gonna see where it goes.
Yeah, man. So from what I understand, when you say that you just started, that's like in the literal sense, like you're only a couple of months into this, right? Like, how long ago did you get into this, and how did you come about actually like creating your music?
Okay, so yeah, I've only been writing for 2 years, a little over 2 years. Didn't really know I had a talent for it. I tried before in the past, but I couldn't. Way my mind works, the words just keeps on moving. I have so much going on in my head, and I could never do it. But went to a bad situation in life to where I've actually had a chance to sit down, and get to know myself, and discovered a lot about myself, and writing was one of them. And ever since then, I just been going at it.
Well, I'm glad you found your calling because, man, especially like the last year, last year was especially rough for, a variety of reasons. And, you know, uh, kind of, I try to steer clear of politics when music is concerned and everything, but I got to talk to you about WTF because that
Okay,
song, obviously there's political undertones there. And
right.
rightfully so, because we can't push everything that has happened and just push it out and like leave it on the back burner. We do need to talk about it, but obviously you got a banger of a song there with political undertones, which is no doubt going to get some kind of scrutiny somewhere, right? So
Right.
tell me a little bit about that song, man.
So I wrote that when the George Floyd incident came on, will happen rather, and I was at work. Believe it or not, I get most of my writing done at work. And at this time, and I was just listening to the beats. That's normally what I do when I'm at work. I'm listening to beats, and this one beat, it spoke to me. It was like I'm hearing the words. I'm feeling the vibe. Um, and once I get a topic, that's really the hardest part for me. It's just the topic. Once I get it, writing from there, it's pretty much all downhill for me. So when I already knew how I wanted to go about it, everything just flew right in.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard to pinpoint one song that I like more than the other, because I mean, honestly, you're just kicking out some good stuff there. So, you've been spending a lot of time in the studio, I'm assuming then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've been getting in and over there. Try to get there at least once a week. Um, Sometimes twice a week. It all depends. If I'm at work, having to come up with something, I like to write something fresh. So I'll call MGB Music Studios out here in Vegas. Give them a call. I'm like, hey, you got some free time? You got a booking. Try to go ahead and jump on it, man. And while it's still hot in me.
So, once again, because you're pretty fresh to everything here, have you done any live shows yet, or are you looking
I
forward to
have
doing any live shows?
I have not, man. I'm green as it could be
Okay.
when it comes on. But I'm loving it. I'm all down for
Well, no, it's good because the thing is that you're building really quality songs. I mean the mixing is there, the words are there, the flow is there, everything's going real well. So I think that when and if you do, some live shows, I'm pretty sure that you can expect your fan base to jump quite a bit here.
it.
So I know one of your influences was Ludacris.
Yes.
Dirty South, baby. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
look.
but Little John, maybe also. I hear a little bit of raspiness in your voice when
Hey,
you're rapping.
yeah.
So
Lil Jon, yeah, he definitely got stuff turned up for me.
Yeah, yep.
Back in the early '90s, 2000s. Yeah, yeah. Luda was, but Luda, he was actually my favorite artist. Um, it was his delivery. It's everything about him. It almost seems like we would know each other, you know. So I vibe with him real well. Um, and that's really who I kind of look up to sometimes when it comes to certain things. If I want to think out the box, especially, and that's normally how I like to do things, anyways. You know, and it normally works out for
Yeah,
me.
man. Oh, well, it is working out for sure because in the beats beats that you have, especially in the melodies, you can definitely feel that kind of like Dirty South feel. Like a little bit of Chingy, and Luda and everybody. Just kind of it just vibes really well. Are you initially from Las Vegas?
No, I'm actually originally from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yep. When I was about 6, I moved to Orlando. So I pretty much grew up there, and moved out here to Vegas in 2007.
Okay. So pretty new to Vegas. Also, you spend a lot of times in the casinos, man.
You know, people be thinking
Yeah. No.
that. uh, my partying is, yeah, because that's where the clubs are. But for the last few years, no, I'm chilling, low key, staying out the way, and just writing. You
Right.
know, being to myself, you don't even understand how much you really get to know yourself. Just being in the street so much, you have no time to sit there and really get to know yourself. And I like who I am. Before I didn't really know myself, but I like who I am, and I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
loving it. You just have no idea what I've been through, man, but I'm loving it now.
Well, as they say, to thyself be true, right? So, always keep up with that. What are some of your future plans? Are you going to start up a Facebook? Are you going to start up an Instagram? What's your thought process on this?
Yes. So this one I'm gonna do. Blast been on their, they've been doing their thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna allow to do what they do, and go from there. I'll at least give them the opportunity to, try to get me out there, and I believe they can.
I believe they can also. I've spoken to Troy. I have yet to meet Elliot, but I've spoken to Troy, a few times, and we had an initial interview. Well, it wasn't really an interview, a meeting like this one. We sat down and we just chatted, and great guy, solid business plan for it. I'm really enjoying what their thought process is for the future of Blast, and I think they're off to a really good start right now. But yeah, it was just because it kind of bothers me because social media is always like a double-edged sword. And
Mm-hmm.
you need to be out there to get your music out, but at the same time,
Right.
it's kind of like, believe me when I tell you that it's going to bring out the worst of people as well,
It
because
does.
you cannot escape the haters no matter what you do. So even if you put out a
Yeah.
banger and you're doing everything right, there's going to be somebody
Yeah.
that's going to nitpick and find something wrong with it.
But at that time, you have to just know, look at it a different way. When they're saying something, you're like, all right, must be doing something right. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're hating for a
So it's
reason.
all how you want to look at it. Um, I'm pretty much got tough skin, man. I'm not worrying about that. I have a plan, a message when I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give people a different way of thinking through my music. We've been doing stuff the same way for so long that we're just comfortable with it. And it's understandable to be comfortable. And who doesn't like to be comfortable? But when you step out that comfort zone, um, you can get comfortable with the uncomfortable,
Right.
if that makes sense.
No, I totally
And
understand.
yeah, so I'm all about that. I got to do new things. I got to make something happen, and I want people to see it. I want them to hear it. I want them to, when they're singing the words, it's getting in their head,
Right.
and then hopefully they start coming out and changing people's way of thinking. That's the biggest thing, man.
Mm.
That's what's wrong with the world. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, you know.
No, I totally agree. Once again, there's been a lot of distance push, but I was in Vegas a couple of times, but obviously I did the touristy stuff, right? Went straight from the airport, down to the strip and everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
out in the neighborhoods of Vegas and everything like that, like what does the music scene generally look like? Is everybody like kind of like flooding like towards the strip to go out to clubs and everything, or do you have local clubs out there to kind of go and showcase your music, do like open mics or anything like that?
They did. I've been out the club scene for so long now that I have no idea what right now was going on. You know, I'm just right now just building up my music. Just still recording, still putting stuff up, and hopefully, if I get hollered at about something, I have so much songs ready, I could just be dropping albums, and that's what I'm trying to get. I already have over 50 something tracks written.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have days where if I'm not doing nothing at work, I have written about 2 whole tracks. WTF was actually one of them.
Okay.
One of the 2 I wrote that day. Mm-hmm.
So you must have a lot of free time at work then. So,
so let me tell you, man. Hey, in the IT world, you have a lot of downtime. Yeah, there's a lot of downtime. You only get called out if something really happens, and yeah, I was working for a data center. I worked 12-hour days, did nothing. They say only thing is just don't fall asleep.
Mm.
All right. All right.
That's kind of like reminds me of my private security days. Just sit here, monitor the cameras, just don't fall asleep. That's it. That's
right.
That's your job, man. So, now Luda being one of your inspirations, and we talked about a little bit about Little John. Who else do you really like draw some energy from?
Right now, I would have to say M and Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys, man. That's a level that I would love to be able to get on. They're really killing it to me. But yeah, that's why I look up to, especially if I got a beat that I feel like something they could ride to. I will bump a few of their tracks,
Mm-hmm.
just try to kind of get the flow and all right, and then get to write, But as of right now, those are the guys that I keep my eyes on.
Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Well, your style is really creative, and this is what I always look for. Because obviously with the show, the way that the show is formatted, it's all about independent musicians. It's giving everybody that chance to kind of like get out there, and I like hearing fresh styles. I mean, hopping in the car, turning on the radio, and hearing the same thing kind of over and over again isn't that much of a task, right? Getting your creative style out there is a little bit more of a task. And do you have any plans for distribution yet, or anything like that?
Not yet.
No release date, nothing.
Nothing yet. No, still working.
No
still
artwork,
working.
nothing.
Still working. Hey,
right.
Trust me, but when it's ready, it's gonna be out there.
Yeah, well, I have. Yeah, I have no doubt that you're going to enjoy some success with it, because once again, from the songs that I have heard, I mean, I'm enjoying every single one of them.
It's your boy, I told y'all before, I'm not about no games. I'm a nightmare that make Elm Street look like Rainbow Lane. I'm a wrecking ball to that crane, what it does to their brain. Literally think it change. You say 100, I make change. I told y'all before, I'm not about no games. I'm the nightmare that make Elm Street look like Rainbow Lane. I'm a wrecking ball to that crane, what that does to your brain. Literally think it change. You say 100, I make change. Most of our haters really wanna be just like you, and then they listen to that little voice tell them be spiteful. And that's that little bitch up in them, got them acting trifle. And that's that type of shit that'll get you aired like the top of the Eiffel. No, it's not a game, I'm coming for your soul on a whole different caliber. Fucking with your brain, I make it think it change. I got your own self really mad at you. Like why the hell I even mess with bruh? See man, that's what I was telling ya. Cause when it rains, umbrella and ponchos, they doing hell for ya. Head inside out like an umbrella, put you in the ground like a damn cellar. No lightweight here, I'm a ton, no damn feather. These hands will do ya. When I'm on a roll like a scooter, I'll torment you in reality and in your dreams like Freddy Krueger. I told y'all before, I'm not about no games. I'm a nightmare that make Elm Street look like Rainbow Lane. I'm a wrecking ball to that crane, what it does to their brain. Literally think it change. You say 100, I make change. I told y'all before, I'm not about no games. I'm the nightmare that make Elm Street look like Rainbow Lane. I'm a wrecking ball to that crane, what that does to your brain. Literally think it change. You say 100, I make change. I'm a wrecking ball to that crane, what that does to your brain. Literally 100, I make change. You say 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 100, I make change.
Here's the thing. Here's what I want you to do, man. I want you to spill the beans on your brother because he's kind of reluctant to talk about his hip hop band that he had in the '90s. Were you around for that? Give us a little bit of insight on Troy with that, man.
Bits and pieces, man. Yeah, when he was out there in Dallas, old T-Rex. that was his thing, man. I'll be honest with you, I didn't get to hear too much. Me and my brother, we got a pretty wide gap. Like 13, 14-year gap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I haven't got to really listen to any of his stuff, man. But I do know about it.
Yeah. Was he wearing? Do you recall? Was he wearing like the overalls and had that kid and play haircut styles going on?
Man, he had all that going, man. He had all that going. Hey, and he draws too, like real good. So he drew the like the Bart Simpson and stuff on the pants, on the jeans.
Oh, no kidding.
He was rocking. He was doing his thing.
Yeah, no, I'll have to dig into that a little bit, because I'm gonna have an interview coming on with them because obviously, building a lot of interest, about the company. So, how do you think that blast has like helped you so far?
Well, so far, like I said, it got me with you. There's other things going on with magazines. They're pushing a lot of stuff on social media as well, so that kind of alleviates me having to do with getting my own social media page, So that's what I love about it. It's pretty much as long as I do me, they're gonna pretty much do the rest.
Right.
It's a win-win. It pushes you to hurry up and get stuff out there and be active on there, and they're doing their stuff on their end. So we're all winning right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, they definitely got a good format. Well, I'm definitely glad that we were, able to sit down like this because otherwise, I would not have known about you, and I would have been, pretty upset because once again would have never heard the songs, So yeah, man. But I'm definitely loving your style, like like everyday life. I know that you get inspiration from that, but I mean, do you write any kind of like poetry? Have you ever written poetry or anything like that?
I haven't. I haven't, but it's been some times where like some words will just come to my head, and I'll jot them down, and maybe I'll use it in a track or whatnot. But a lot of my few songs in the beginning were a lot of inspirational songs.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote them pretty much for me, to build me up. This is when I was at the lowest I've ever been in my life, and I had to get up somehow. I had to get up, and these songs, I felt like me singing these, rapping them. If it does it for me, it's gonna do it for the others,
right?
And I hope that it inspires, people as much as it did for me.
Okay. Now you said that you have a library of about 50 tracks already. Do you ever find yourself like getting any kind of like writer's block, or do you maybe like start a song, get like halfway through, and think like, oh man, I don't know if I can finish this?
Yeah, I do have some. One of them, I had to stop because it's getting too deep. Getting a little too emotional. I was like, "Whoa, let me back up a little bit." And that was about a year ago. It's funny that we're talking about it. I looked at it the other day, and I thought about getting back right into it. But I'm like, do I want to deal with the emotions that's going to come with it? I never understood the things that artists go through, writing these tracks and all that. They have to pretty much remember what they were going through at that time, which is bringing back all those feelings. It takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
If they're going through what I went through, yeah, it takes a lot out of you. So I respect artists that write deep stuff like that, because it takes a lot.
From what I heard so far, WTF obviously being the one that we were talking about has the political undertones, but from the rest of the stuff that I've heard, it seems like you're generally, pretty positive and upbeat about it. So, for a song to get emotional for you, it must be a little difficult.
It's your boy, Jay-Z.
Who is it? You saucy.
Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. about you got that loud, man, that's phone speakers. I smoke that shit that's like 12, 15, 10 tweeters. Bomb reefer, true chief, a far ahead, a real leaper. If it wasn't for the greenery, I'd be a real creature. Like somebody need Jesus. When you pick them out, I cut them out like some sharp tweezers. Hit myself harder, but a real pleaser slash tease. I do it for my leisure. If I really wanted her, nigga, I'll be deep in between her. Have a shaker like a shisha, legs up the way I eat it. Baby dripping before I beat it. Drippin', drippin', have her creamin', have her looking like a demon. When she think about it, fiendin'. Eyes closed and she dreaming closely, so I double team it. Toes cracking and screaming. That thing must be Tropicana cookies. No, not Cookie Monster. Tongue around like robbers. Leave it smoking like them flowers. Make it bloom, morning showers. Now she's baffled cause she high. Don't know it's from Jason or flowers. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. I smoke that shit to have you straight fiending like tweakers. Y'all's weakers, y'all's cheaper. Something like a missile, call my heat seeker. Banging like big speakers, higher than amp tweeters. I hop the Uber and I smash out the driver like I smoke gassed out. I crack the window, don't pass out. You got a mask off your nose, mouth, and please, sir, can you head south? You know you had the audacity and said take it back to your house. Man, anyway, I could tell a gram is missing from a zip from any place. When it comes to the weed, don't play. You know my nerves is hella bad nowadays. I need my shit like ASAP. That all this shit, I don't play that. That sticks and shake, I don't play that. All nugs, nigga, weigh that. OG with a K-cat, I can smell the shit from way back. I need the shit that blow cap, straight to the head like wave caps. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. Y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you got that loud, man. That's phone speakers. Y'all talking about you, y'all talking about you, y'all.
Do you have a lot of songs like that where you get emotional, or
No.
do you try to keep more upbeat and positive?
I do. I do. But at the same time, I try to make music for everybody.
Right.
You know, every type of crowd. Like me, honestly, I feel like I would love to do a lot of featuring with like any artist. I could do something with rock and roll, you know, maybe even country. I don't know, but I want to spread out, you know, branch out, try something new. You know, I feel like I got it down on the rapping part for you know, hip hop, rap type beats, you know, but I have no problem branching off, try something new. Like I said, I can't get comfortable being comfortable.
Right. What do you think is like the biggest challenge right now for you? Because do you want to, is like the mainstream something that you're striving for? Do you kind of like want to remain underground? Because, you know, Mos Def, that's one thing, is he said that he never wants to go mainstream. You know, he'd rather own his music and create his own beats and, you know, and do his own marketing, and he wanted to stay underground. So are you kind of like in that kind of like same frame of mind? Would you like to be out there, or
not at all? Honestly, I want to go mainstream, and that's because, like I said, I have a message. It's not going to get heard being underground. You know, it'll get heard, but not like the way I want to.
Right.
You know, so mainstream, yeah, that's definitely the way I want to go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, wishing you the best of luck with that, and you know, just can't wait to hear more of your stuff. And like I said, man, maybe we'll do a little collab. Anything you want to toss out there, just for the end of the interview, shout outs or anything like that?
Man, we'll definitely want to shout out everybody at Blast. You know, giving me this interview, giving me just getting me out there, getting me heard. Also, I want to give a shout out to MGB Music Studios out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mike and Malachi out there, we work very well together. You know, just about everything that you're hearing on there, I did in their studios. You know, so definitely shout out to them. You know, and I appreciate you for giving me the time to come over here and hear a little bit about me.
Yeah, man. Well, we definitely want to know more about you, you know, and we're going to look forward to talking with you in the future. So, this is Jay Saw This is DJ X-Tex, 1's and 2's Underground. Hopefully, we'll be able to bust J-Saw out from the underground. The link to Blast Music 24/7 is in the video description. Like, share, subscribe. J-Saw, want to thank you very much for taking your time right here and sitting down and chatting with us, man.
Hey, not a problem, man. Anytime, man. Thank you.
Yep.
I just like the sound of it.
Just because a nigga might have changed, my can't say it's the same. My who's bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you. Just because a nigga might have changed, my can't say it's the same. My who's bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you.
Fourth down, fourth quarter, seconds left on the 30. All in for the win. Next move gotta be worthy. My offense like my defense. Feet planting, foundation sturdy. It's like getting hit by a brick wall. Y'all fabric soft on a baby jersey. Y'all that's soft. Go back where you drop your nuts off. You fucking with pits and rock while I got sour patch that turn sour. Sleep a nigga Deontay Wild. I clean them out like bathing showers. I made it back home under an hour. Now I'm rolling up that green flower. Y'all know I smoke for hella hours. I stay high like appetite. Expect the gadget, get a whip of this and make a malfunction and go wild. And that was the smell from the lovely flowers. Bad nuts, sweet and sour. Now your girl talking about can she hit on the blunt while yanking on the nigga trousers.
That ass is fat though.
I destroyed the shit for hella hours. She bringing home girls over tomorrow. She said they chocolate and stack.
I just like the sound of it.
I'm in Costco's like Mammoth Sir with the condoms out. I'm like Secret Service, I'm staying strapped. You ain't getting me.
Just because a nigga might have changed, my gangster is the same. My goons bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you. Just because a nigga might have changed, my gangster is the same. My goons bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you.
See, I carried on with my life. That PS early, I ain't think twice. When it come to battle, you gotta think wise. And when it come to me, you better think twice. These hands attack you like laser lights. You see the after motion like a saber light. All you hear is Christ with Jesus Christ. Like people in hell don't sin in Christ. Stance controller, grip a 10 or 2. I hope you ready for this ride, dude. I'm about to drag you like a racer dude. I've been drinking Jack with no chasing through. Had your body swerving side to side like I fucked up. You know what racer do. Now I got your face all up on the ground. Apply a little pressure, trying to race the dude. Yeah, the beast inside, he's hella rude. You off what you eating, he's hungry, dude. Like where the motherfuckers acting rude. I'm like, calm down, man, please, dude. I feel like Eddie Brock, the beast venom, dude. He bite the heads off many dudes. And his appetite is set up, nigga. He's famished, nigga. He finished foods.
You see, I got bigger issues to worry about. Now look at you.
I just like the sound of it.
Majority of our problems in life, we put ourselves there. And yours was mistaken meekness for weakness.
Just because a nigga might have changed, my gangster is the same. My goons bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you. Just because a nigga might have changed, my gangster is the same. My goons bust too. And you can think my way, thinking be lame. I had no time for games, so my nigga fuck you.